All right, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good. Oh, huge news that I haven't told actually too many people.
Oh, snap.
Our wedding is very likely to be part of a new series for HGTV.
You're lying.
Yes, there's going to be a TV. They're going to shoot this TV show at our wedding.
How? Like, tell me more. I'm confused.
So, I think they approached our venue.
Okay.
And then our venue, I guess Amanda and I are saleable.
Right.
Interracial couple, good-looking people.
Good-looking interracial couple.
So we're sellable. It's easy to pitch us. We check all the boxes on the casting.
You're a good pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a good pilot. What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
And all the demographics.
So they referred us, and then the production coordinator called me the other day. We had a long conversation about the budget and what our wedding looks like, and the producers were supposed to call in a couple days. We got to submit a little demo tape of us talking to the camera tonight. But the premise of the show is, and I didn't sign an NDA. Maybe I'll get in trouble for saying this. Who knows? But I doubt they'll find our podcast.
Not yet.
But the premise of the show is they take a couple who doesn't know what they want to do for their wedding, hasn't figured it out.
Yeah.
And they take them to 3 different weddings so that they can get ideas and say, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Huh.
So we would be one of the weddings that this couple goes to.
Okay.
In determining their dream wedding. Yeah. So asked a bunch of questions. It's a lot of the same questions you asked last week. And I was like, yeah, you know what?
I'm ready now.
Yeah. Anyways, that's exciting. I feel like that'll be like a super LA welcome for all of our families first time in LA.
Yeah, that's real tight.
Welcome here. You might be on a TV show.
When do you think you'll know if that's like, or when it's solidified?
I think I should know I'll know by the next podcast for sure.
Okay.
Because I had like a half-hour conversation with the production coordinator.
Yeah.
And then the producers, we just have to meet the producers. Hopefully get on the phone this week.
That's tight, man.
So I'm trying to finesse some money out of this.
Hey. That'd be great.
Can you guys cover the rest of our? Cool.
Perfect.
Anyway,
Like
so that's
perfect case
I
scenario.
haven't told. I told my grandmother, and that's it. And of course Amanda.
Grandma with the changed birthday. Am I
Other
correct?
grandma,
The
actually.
other grandma. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The grandma who knows her birthday.
Yeah, the one who we know when her birthday is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyway, that's me, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Right now, it's just a busy time with work and trying to balance schedules. And since Emily and I don't teach next door to each other, we're adjusting to like I saw her a lot, like for the first couple years of us dating, because we both taught literally right next door to each other, and then like hung out after school, had the same students.
Cute.
So, just trying to find balance, and finding time to make sure I kick it with her and stuff. But
because not only are you not next door,
I'm
not
not
in the
at that
same
school
building,
really
you're not in
anymore.
the same city a lot of the time.
yeah, I'm
the
only
same
at that
zip
school
code.
like once a week.
Right.
That's one of the schools I still support, so I see her occasionally. But just
How do you
making
think
sure.
how's she adjusting to that?
I know at first it was rough, just because like we had a system. Like during break, we would walk out, talk,
Right.
hang out with students. During lunch, we hit the teachers' lounge.
I visited you one time, remember?
You
that?
did.
Yeah.
You spoke to some of my students, and it was great. You got to come back.
I'd
I
love to come
got
back.
some guys that I want you to talk to. But
I witnessed you all's routine.
yeah,
I was happy to be there. Yeah.
yeah. So, and then I think now it's just like I'm just going. So, but
That's how I feel. Just going.
yeah,
I guess you just go until something happens.
yeah, exactly. But everything's good, man. Everything's great.
That's
Just
good.
chilling.
That's good. You need to chill. I remember 2 podcasts ago we were just saying how I was just saying how hard I'm working and this and that, and you have to chill. You have to find balance. Otherwise, you're not going to function right.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't function with all that cortisol pumping all the time. So whatever you need to do to chill. For me lately, it's been basketball. If it's meditation, if it's listening to the Out the Game playlist that Tim compiles, you need to de-stress and chill because that's the only way to function.
Yeah, this album right now has been my jam. Shout out to my homegirl Angie who put me on game, but
Tim has
Daniel Caesar.
Tim compiles music. He just knows music, and he can sing. I won't put him on blast now. He should start singing the intro for this podcast.
I'm okay. I'm not one to brag, but
You could sing, Tim. See, if I could sing, I
alright.
would brag.
I
wouldn't
think
stop.
I think we should get an album going.
Yeah,
We should make an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
Would you sing on it?
Yeah, I'll be down.
I would produce the heck out of that album.
I feature on some tracks.
You know, why not, man? We're multi-hyphenates.
Yeah,
We are the next Donald Glovers and Jamie Foxxes, and we can do that.
for sure. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait now. I'm excited.
Yeah.
How's Amanda though?
She's good.
What is she up to? How is she feeling going? And we'll get her on the podcast soon. But how's she feeling going into like
You know what I
wedding
think happened?
time?
I think we traded places. So 3 months ago, she was the task manager. Got to do this, got to do that, and just anxious about it.
Yeah.
Oh, so much. Oh God. And then we switched places. I think kind of. So now I'm just like, okay, this costs this. All right, allocate that. All right, what's the deadline for this thing, and when's this payment due, and so I think, anxiety level wise, we switched places, but we both are managing our respective tasks or whatever. But she's good. She's also busy with work right now. She's got a big thing tomorrow, and she's a lot of her work is event coordination a lot of times. So.
Yeah.
So she's busy with work, and we're just finishing up last minute stuff for this. But she's good. She's good. We switch places, kind of anxiety levels.
You're almost a month out. Maybe like a month and a week out. You ready? Are you excited? How you feeling?
I feel good. We got our wedding bands the other day.
Hey.
Yeah, and I wore it for 2 days. Like, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
It's like a test drive.
Yeah, I should have brought it today to show you.
That's tight.
I like it though. When we did it, I didn't know. And here's a testament to the kind of people we are. I didn't know it's like we walked in and I thought we were just looking at rings, and Amanda was like, "You want it?" And I was just like, "Whoa, I don't like having that conversation in front of salespeople.
Yeah,
I don't
we
like
talked about
being
that.
there.
We
I
talked
don't
about
like
that.
I don't like going in there unless I know I'm gonna get something." So we have to do this weird pseudo barter thing because I wasn't ready for it, and the whole time I was just like, "Well, it look," and the person stands right there in your face, and I was like, "Well, that ring looks like a lot like the ring next door that was cheaper there." And then they're like, "Oh, let me go talk to someone." And they go talk, and they're like, "This is the best we can do." But she walked in. I thought we were looking at a ring. She was ready to buy, and we got it.
Did y'all do matching? Or no?
They kind of match. So my ring is a gold band, and the middle of it, it's kind of beveled. It's curved.
Okay.
The middle of it is like a stone finish, so it looks like a matte finish.
Oh,
and then
nice.
the outer rings are like shiny. And then the inside is a comfort fit, so the inside is beveled and it slides in and off your finger pretty nice.
Ooh.
I really like it. And then her ring was already loud. The reason I bought I chose her ring because it was bold, but it was still simple.
Yeah.
So her ring is like a thick gold band. There's a circle stone on top, and on the side there's 2 princess cut diamonds if you look, or whatever. So like to me the ring was bold and loud, but still a little bit elegant and like Cinderella classy.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do bold on bold. So her
No.
wedding band had to be, in my opinion, like a little dainty thing with diamonds to complement the other bold one. So her wedding band is it's a thinner one. Diamonds are along the front, and then there's kind of gold on the sides. It kind of covers up the diamonds a little, but I think it complements the bold engagement ring that I got her.
You're so romantic.
Man, get out of here, dude.
That sounds awesome.
By the way, if you go listen to the other podcast, Tim is clearly the romancer. He's romancing the stone.
Oh man.
But anyway,
Dude,
we got our ring, so
nice.
yeah.
It's getting real. Did you ever follow up with that marriage license thing from the last podcast we talked
Nope.
about?
I mentioned it to her. Is following up is mentioning it to my fiance? Then yes.
Is the podcast like your to-do list?
Yes.
Well, hey, let's listen to the podcast and see what we got to do still.
If I didn't have this podcast, I wouldn't be getting there.
You get the tux. You got to get the marriage license.
Yeah.
You got to get a photographer.
Yeah.
Gosh, this podcast. It's great.
This is so guys, listen back to this, and this will be your to-do list.
Yeah.
I do that for you all. I let this podcast be my list for the listeners.
You're welcome, listeners. So if you're in the transition of about to get out the game, take notes, please. And if you're already out of the game, please let us know what we're missing.
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing something.
I think that's being a millennial today. I think a lot of us feel like we don't know what we're doing, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, what are you doing? What have you done? What have you accomplished? What are you doing?
Millennials, they're a very interesting group of people.
Yeah, I downloaded this infographic. I don't have it now, but it just like it tells you when each group was born. So it's like baby boomers, Generation X, millennials. They don't know the next 2 generations coming.
Ooh.
But yeah, we're definitely millennials, and sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I get that. You know, it's funny, speaking of millennials, I saw this article a while ago. It says 1 in 4 millennials spent $800 or more on a single bachelorette party, and that's nearly the median in U.S. rent. $800 on average for bachelorette parties. And that's almost like nearly the median for rent in America.
Right, I believe that. I thought, see, that feels low to me. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see people
that
like
low?
ruining 2 months' rent for a bachelorette party. Bachelorette party or bachelor party?
The article said bachelorette.
See,
Maybe
that seems
guys are
low.
just-
That don't seem low to you?
I don't know. I don't have no idea what to expect.
I guess, like, what are they calculating in that? Because if everybody has to fly to a city, that's $300 right there.
Yeah.
So is your plane ticket in that? Is it like, are you going to a a club where you got to throw money? How much of that's calculated in that? Is there a hotel room involved? Is there a dinner reservation? It just seems low to me.
Yeah. And I know we're gonna have our bachelor party episode later on, but do you know when yours is and what you're doing?
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm serious. And here's what we're doing. There's a couple TBDs, but we are. I think the guy's flying that Thursday, so we're probably chill. Friday, don't know the day activities, but go out that night. And then Saturday, I'm taking him to my suit guy to get fitted.
Okay.
And then we're gonna spend all Saturday downtown basically. So we're gonna get fitted with my suit guy, and then we're gonna go on the search for the perfect bow tie and tie in the fashion district. And then we're gonna do that escape room right downtown, LA
nice,
escape room.
nice.
And then we'll pick up our suits, go home, change, dinner, and then go out one more time. And then they fly out Sunday. So I have Saturday fairly planned out. I don't know about Thursday and Friday.
That's tight. I can't wait.
Might be like a Halloween. Yeah, you need to come through one of these things. He's like,
Yeah. So this is the thing. You know how I just came back from another wedding,
Yeah.
like a wedding,
right,
like last weekend.
right.
Yeah, I got another one next
What?
weekend. Yeah.
That's insane.
I know, man.
Are you in this wedding too?
No, this one I'm just going.
Lord, the
I'm just
older we
going.
get, the more weddings.
It's like piling on right now. This is probably my fifth one this year, fourth or fifth one this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'll be in town Friday still, so I'm turning up with y'all Friday night,
All right, bet.
and then I'll be back on Sunday. But yeah, man.
Man, weddings for days. You just be there taking notes, all these weddings.
Taking notes, man. Taking notes. I've compiled a very extensive list.
It's more than I've done. When's your bachelor
man.
party?
I don't know. No idea. Actually, it's interesting. Emily was just talking to her maid of honor, and they were planning that out. I think they're going to do like one of the 3-day weekends in January or February, maybe like President's Day in February or something like that. I have no idea. I need to talk to my best man and hit him up because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a very chill guy. I'm not trying to
Me too,
do
man.
anything like super big or anything like
I
that.
really don't plan anything really at all.
I don't. I really don't, which is kind of a problem when
Yeah, we're
planning a
kindred
wedding.
spirits in that regard. Yeah, that is a problem for wedding planning.
Yeah, man.
But we're the same. I was talking to one of my groomsmen the other day, and he was like, "Which escape room do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know.
I don't know.
I figured out that morning. I don't know."
How many is there?
Yeah.
Just gotta escape, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm also not a good planner.
Yeah.
But let me know when yours is, and I'm gonna swing through one of those things.
Oh, for sure. I got time, but yours is. I can see it. I can see
Yeah,
it in
it's
the
a
very
week and a
distant future, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of times you have to do wedding planning stuff on Sundays, which kind of sucks for me because as a musician I play a lot of church services on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I messed up, and I didn't know. I guess I didn't know there were 4 weeks in October, so I got my dates mixed up, and I had to take off the rest of church services the rest of October.
Oh, really?
Just to do all the wedding planning meetings. Yeah.
Oh, man.
We got to get out to our coordinator this Sunday and get our final wedding planning meeting done with them, where we go over every second of the day, every cue, every 5 minutes for the day. So that'll be fun.
Your wedding is on a Sunday, right?
It's on a Sunday too. Yeah.
So you're not probably gonna be able to play the church services that Sunday either.
No. I sent the emails the other day. I was like, listen, you all, can't make church for the rest of October. November's looking on the rocks, and I'm leaving town in December. So,
Woo!
yeah.
So I'll see you in January.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'll see y'all next year.
2018. See you later.
But you're right, man. It's getting real.
Yeah.
It's getting real.
Yeah.
I feel a lot better, though.
Yeah.
I feel really confident. I'm really happy with where we are. I just got a couple more things to take care of, money-wise, and then we're home free. And then we might be on TV, which is also cool.
Dude, that's so tight. I'm a big HGTV fan.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Property Brothers, Fixer Upper,
Yep.
Beachfront Bargains, all of it.
And this production company they do some of their heaters, like Flip or Flop, and House Hunters International, House Hunters, the one with Joan Rivers when she was on there. I don't know if that was HGTV, but
yeah.
But I love HGTV. The Property Brothers are like the coolest dudes.
Coolest dudes ever.
Yeah, coolest dudes on the planet.
I'm sad that Fixer Upper is ending. Just side.
Yeah.
This is their last season. Chip and Joanna Gaines. Oh, beautiful couple.
They are a beautiful
They're a
couple.
very beautiful couple. Beautiful kids.
Actually,
That's a good marriage, it seems like.
Yeah. That's my first time hearing that it's ending, so
Yeah.
that was a real-time reaction
I'm sorry.
for me. Thanks.
Sorry for just throwing that out.
And the music is fitting.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. All right, so for today, one of the main topics that we wanted to talk about, and we mentioned this in a few podcasts ago, but Eugene is marrying a Latina.
That was very good. That was great, yeah.
Es una Latina.
You all should see his neck right now. It's
Latina.
it literally, there's no spectrum. It goes from either end of his shoulders during the word Latina.
Straight back and forth.
3 times.
But you have to. You have to do it like that. You have to do it like that. So yeah, and then I'm marrying a lovely, lovely white woman. But like, dude, we're 2 black guys
Yeah.
not marrying black women in 2017 in the U.S.
Yep.
Like, I feel like this has been like a trend that's been like
We-
on the rise. Maybe, I don't know.
This is a fact. We are on that upward trend of black men marrying outside of. Excuse me. You hear that prepubescent thing my voice was doing? I was going back in
I
time.
was like, okay.
Gene, fix that, please. we,
We're gonna say nothing.
We-
I was like, we're just gonna write this out.
he was looking at me weird.
I was like, you alright, man?
We are on the upward trend of black men marrying outside of the race, compared to at least black women. Here it is. I got it. And this is from 2014.
2014. Okay.
Just under half, or 48% of black women have ever wait, that's the wrong stat. Let me track down the right stat.
Go ahead.
Okay. 14% of black men were married to non-black women, which is up from 11% in 2010. So in 2014, 14% of black men were married to non-black women, and that was up from 11% 4 years earlier.
Okay, so 3% in 4 years.
Yes. Only half of those non-black women were white. Right, so 14% of black men married outside, and half of that group was married to white women.
And then the other half is married to
Yeah,
others.
Hispanic, other Asian, mostly Asian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Black guys and Asians.
All right, black women were the least likely to marry non-black men at only 6% in 2014.
6%.
So 14% of black men
Marry
and
outside
6% of black women
women
marry non-black people,
Wow, that's
which is a
Less
huge
than half.
difference.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math, but
Yeah, so 14% of black males date someone who's not, or marry someone who's not black, and then 6% of black women marry someone who's not.
now granted, that was 2014 and the number shifted a little bit. I assume they shifted up.
Probably
But
2017
what's the
now.
Well, all right, so there's 2 like stigmas here, right? There's the black men marrying outside, but then there's also the fact that black women do it less. So my question to you is, have you experienced the like stank face or stank eye or family going, oh, you need to get with the sister?
So it's crazy. So like growing up, you know, I grew up in like South Central Los Angeles. There were not many white people, in little to none in my neighborhood or growing up at all.
So they think you went out of your way.
Maybe, I don't know. The first time I went to school with someone who wasn't black or Latino was college at UCLA. Like that was the first time. So I don't know. I think like when I started dating Emily, I think I was like kind of a little conscious of it when we were walking around holding hands. I feel like I had eyes. Like I feel like black people was like, right? And I got that look. And then I was like, oh man, it's just weird. But I don't know. Also, that also could have been in my head because like I'm thinking, I don't know.
I remember one time explicitly, my good friend Larry, I call him my brother, but this was after I'd been dating Amanda for maybe like a month or so, and I visited Larry at home because I went to town in the city I'm from. So I went over to Larry's house, and his mama, on the way, I was like, how is everything? How is school? Okay. And I don't want no little mixed babies coming around, so. And I don't know if it was a joke or serious, but it definitely exists.
They said it in a
whether it
joking
was
way,
serious
but
or
it's
not.
probably
Yeah.
serious.
She's like, I don't want no mixed babies running around here, which
Yeah.
I presume means I want some African American children.
Yeah.
So it definitely exists, like inside and outside of family. Like you could be getting a stank face from, somebody across the way, a sister or whatever, from across the quad, seeing you walking holding hands, or it could be inside your family
Yeah.
saying, And I'm sure she experienced the same thing for me.
Yeah, and I'm the same thing. Like when you said that, growing up, like I'm Nigerian, growing up in a Nigerian church, there was always like, oh, don't bring no white woman around here. You know, it was just
right.
Because Nigerians really prefer you to marry other Nigerians. First of all, not even just like marry another black person, but like marry another Nigerian person. So that was like just that. But like growing up in the context that I grew up in, like there weren't really any Nigerians in my high school. There were a few at college, but like once I graduated college, I didn't have the opportunity to really interact with Nigerians. Like they just weren't in my circles unless I went to like all the picnics on like October 1st for Independence Day or something. But like I just didn't see any on day to day. So like that just wasn't gonna be like a reality. But
you might not have an answer for this, but what's the what's the biggest reaction you got? Like you can't do that. Like what's the worst reaction you got?
The worst
You might not have had one, yeah. And by worst, I mean, they say you're not supposed to do this. So was there a big antagonist that you faced that was like, no, that's wrong, you can't do that?
I don't think there was a worse reaction, but I think I had like some people questioning, like, are you sure? Like, I feel like if it was just a regular girl, they'd be like, okay, cool, like, we're happy for you, let's get to know her, right? But this was like are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
From multiple people. And then once I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And then it was like, okay, cool. Let's get to know.
Because I feel like love is love. You love who you love. It does not matter that. But I feel like it's quote unquote worse for you to have done that than me with a Latina. You know, like it's a bigger deal for black man, white woman, than black man.
Yeah, I think there's this
Mexican or black man, even Asian maybe.
Yeah, I think there's this stigma that like blacks and whites have had such a strained relationship in America over time, and when you see a black man with a white woman, it could be seen as like, oh, what's wrong with our women? Like, are you selling out? Blah, blah, blah.
See, that sounds like people in my faction. Like, I actually have family members. And I think a lot of it comes from honestly, I think it comes from black athletes in college, and they get with white girls. Yeah. And it's a huge thing. But I do have a lot of family who's, super Afrocentric. I mean, I'm Afrocentric, and I love it. But I have parts of my family who are like, we're not good enough. You need to stay in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think, like, the big thing that needs to be, like, addressed and talked about is that, like, I think when people, at least speaking for myself, but I'm sure this is true for others, like, you liking someone who's white doesn't mean that, like, you don't like black women. Like, I love black women. I've dated many black women. Mm-hmm. Black women are awesome, right? Like my favorite type of women, right? Like,
love my queens.
Love my queens. But just because I found, like, love in another person who is white doesn't mean, like, black women, they're repulsive, like, I don't like them. That's not the case at all, And I think, like, some people think that, like, oh, what's wrong with black women?
I think that's an important distinction to make.
Nothing at all. Yeah.
But and at the same time, you're kind of like it's funny because, like, you're the ambassador for each other's culture within that relationship too. So you expose her to black things, she exposes you to white things, and I don't want to put a label on it, but it is, some things are more likely to be done by certain groups of people. So
you want to know something kind of funny? So Emily has two older brothers, right? Her oldest brother, right, white guy, married a Latina woman, right?
Oh, it's in the family.
Right. Her second brother, the second oldest, married an Asian woman. And now she, the third child, the youngest child, is married a black guy. So, like, her and none of her siblings married anyone white.
So they pretty much behave by the statistics.
Yeah, they're just like,
by these, like, newlywed interracial statistics we just read off.
Like,
it's
none
more
of
like
them ended up with a white person at all. And this is interesting.
What are the years between all those siblings?
So her two brothers are actually a lot older than her. So her oldest brother is 13 years older than her.
Okay.
And her second brother is 11 years older than her.
Okay, so they're close. So they got it out.
So they're close, 2 years,
apart.
and then there's like 11 years between her closest sibling and her.
Right. So those brothers were dating at the same time. They were in dating interracial mode at the same time.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my first question to you, is like, have you experienced it? What do you think about that?
Right.
And then my second follow-up question is, black women are less likely to marry outside of their own ethnicity.
Yeah.
So why are women less likely to marry non-black people than black men are likely to marry non-black people? That must mean the stigma is greater for black women.
Yeah, I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah.
Black guys are cool. I don't know. We're dope. I don't know.
I think there is extra pressure on black. It must be perceived different for a black woman to be with a white man than a black man to be with a white woman or a non-black person. I just find it interesting that stat is so much lower.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
why is that?
I'm trying to think of like.
I wish we had a hotline you could call in.
Right? I'm trying to think of all my friends who are in interracial relationships.
Do you know a black friend? You know a black woman who married a white man?
So a friend that I went to UCLA with, I'm not very close to her, but I know who she is, and we were somewhat friends at UCLA. She married a white man, I think, in this past year. And I know one of my good friends, Josh, is with the Latina, Melina. So yeah. My homeboy, but then my guys, like my homeboy Jeff, he's with an Asian woman. My homeboy Tony is with a white woman. My friend Thomas is with a woman who I don't know her ethnicity, but she's not black. So yeah, more of my homeboys. I know more of my homeboys who are not with.
It's very likely. You know, I mean, we live in the most connected time in human history. We've never been able to exchange information faster.
Yeah.
There's more of it.
Yeah.
We have more opportunities to interact with people who aren't like us, whether that's college or the workforce or traveling abroad or whatever. So, like, we have never been more connected as human beings.
Yeah.
Especially across the world due to the internet and just like media and devices or whatever. So you are bound to meet. You're bound to meet people who are unlike you than you were 2 decades ago or a previous generation. Like our parents and their parents were less likely to meet folks who were different from them.
Yeah. 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 I don't know, and I hate to say this, and I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but I'm thinking about like the older I got in my own educational career, the less people like me that I saw. Right. So
say that again.
The older I got in my educational life, the less people like me I saw. So elementary school.
Yeah, very true.
Like elementary school, all black. High school, half black, half Latino. UCLA, 3% black, and like that was it.
Yeah.
Grad school, I was like one of 2 or 3 black people in my grad school classes when I was getting my master's. So it's just like I saw less and less black people like the older I got and the more schooling I went through. Not to say like there are not like educated black people at all, or but unfortunately, like, and especially as me as someone in education, like disproportionately, like there are not a great number of African Americans.
Yeah, and that could be due to barriers or access or
whatever. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, so it's just it's kind of crazy, just thinking about that. But okay, so for you though, Amanda's Mexican.
Yeah.
And she's a Latina. What about you? So how was that experience for you when you started dating Amanda? Like, what was that?
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. First of all, a lot of times they think you don't know what's going on, but I took Spanish 1 and 2. Like, I know the basics. Sometimes I can't say back to you, but I know what you just said.
See,
when I hear negro or grande or alto, I know they're talking about me. So I know what you're saying.
It's true.
There's a lot of times when her grandma think I can't understand what I know what you're saying. I know everything you're saying. All right, so the
negro.
Yeah.
That's me.
So the language thing is part of it. It's just like getting adjusted to that. And like in college, that was super stressful. Like for some reason, that always made me anxious. I don't even know if I told Amanda this, but she don't know this, but like it would cause me anxiety to be around so many Spanish speakers because I felt like I had to think. I just wasn't. I'm not fluent. Right.
Yeah.
Today I would say I'm proficient. I can get by and live fine, but I've never been fluent. So for a while it was stressful to be around so many Spanish speakers, which in turn causes you to kind of like question yourself, and you have this like weird confidence superiority complex, and like I'm not good enough and this and that, and and even like when you're an adolescent guy or an idiot, sometimes you even turn that into jealousy. Like if she were to speak Spanish with somebody else and I don't know what's going on, then you turn that into what y'all talking about?
What y'all talking about?
Oh, you can speak in English. So the language thing is part of it. Like outside of race, the language thing was part of the adjustment. But then I'm just like I don't know what conversations were going on while I wasn't there. It's just like I'm sure she got the "Are you sure's" to her. You know what I mean? Like,
do you feel like you got looks?
I think in retrospect, I think I got some looks from the black girls in college.
Yeah,
for sure. I didn't see it at the time, but in retrospect, I can recall comments or this or that where the black girls Or like, what's up? You holler at me, or why you with? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I didn't see it at the time. But yeah, nothing like super crazy from my family. Just besides my brother's mom was like, "Don't you bring no mixed babies around here." That's the only thing I can really recall.
So how is she now? Now that you will be bringing mixed babies around here?
Yeah. Well, for the record, those babies are gonna be beautiful.
Beautiful mixed babies.
Them babies gonna have great hair, and their eyes are gonna be like between brown and deep brown. And
you and Amanda are two very attractive people, so
thanks.
It's only.
I mean, y'all gonna have beautiful babies too.
only the best for your babies.
That's why I'm growing my hair out now. You guys can't see it, but my hair's in a bun. It's in a big poofy man bun, and I either braid it or. But I'm doing that so we can practice for the children. That's why I'm doing this.
For the kids.
This is for you. When my future kids listen back to these podcasts.
I'm like, thanks, Dad.
I want you to hear that I grew my hair out so that me and your mother could practice doing your hair one day. What was the question? How is she now?
Yeah.
I think it's good. I mean, we're getting married, so I feel like it's cool. There's people who understand it, and for those who don't, we're at an age where they don't speak up, much anymore.
Yeah.
But it's great. Hey, let's take a quick break.
Let's do it.
I got to swap out some batteries on our recorder.
Hey, we got them today, though. So
yeah, we got them. And we got the
Duracells.
Duracells.
We got the Duracell. They just keep going.
And we'll be right back.
All right. Yeah.
You're killing it with the playlist.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's my new jam. I'm on the search for more, so if people got recommendations they want to hear in the background, get at me.
All right, what's real? What are we talking about?
Talking about dating women,
marrying
women.
Right.
Sorry, excuse me.
We're talking about meeting and then dating and then eloping women outside of in that progression.
Dude, talk to me about like the first time you met her family. Black guy meeting.
Yeah.
Like how was that?
I think I was all right, so we went to school in Indiana, and it was just a train ride away from Chicago, where she's from.
Yeah.
So it was really easy to do that. A lot of times people go to college out of state, and it takes some big event or thing to meet their family. It might be a holiday or
You went to Notre Dame, right? Both of y'all.
Yeah, we both went to Notre Dame.
Cool.
And so I went to Chicago, and that's when I met him. I'm pretty sure I was wearing Air Force Ones and red pants.
I'm glad that you remember that specifically.
Because there's a photo of us at a movie night at the park in Chicago outside.
Okay.
And I'm wearing that stupid outfit. that was right around. Do you remember you're a jerk. You remember that craze?
Yep.
Yeah. And people wore colored pants.
Yeah, I know.
It was right around then.
The skinny jeans too.
Yep.
I
was already skinny. I couldn't even wear skinny jeans. They were skinny jeans and they were still loose.
They're just regular jeans for you. You got skinny jeans out? No, these are regular jeans.
This was jerk era Genie wearing red pants.
Hey, that was definitely college. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, it wasn't it was cool. It was cool meeting them. They were very gracious. She really had me up. And the thing is, like, she never really had to meet my family because she was always around. Mm-hmm. Because I'm from the town I went to school in, so she'd go to church with me. So from the first weekend I met her, like, my family saw her every week. Yeah. At church. So there was no huge
meet the family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
Cool.
It was bigger for me meeting her family because then they knew it was a big deal.
How was it? First time you met them, it was chill.
Yeah, it was pretty
cool
chill.
Experience.
Yeah, it was pretty chill. How about you?
Yeah. Emily's family lives about an hour outside of LA, so
that is a big deal.
Yeah, like we had to plan it. Like we were driving out there to go see them, and I was nervous. I was nervous. Like I'm like, I'm the black guy.
Right now.
I'm the black guy meeting the white family. And you know what's funny? Right around the time, either like a little bit before, or a little bit after, Get Out, the movie had came out. So. It's funny because, like...
You risked yourself going to the sunken place.
Man, like, not that I expected, to be kidnapped and auctioned off, like in the movie. But, like, some of my homeboys is like, yo, you seen Get Out, bro? Be careful,
But
man.
the commentary exists.
Yeah, like, that narrative of, like, like a black person going to meet, like, a white family out far away from, like, where your friends are, where your people are. Like, her neighborhood is not very...
That's
It's not a lot of
hilarious,
black people
Tim.
out there either. So it's just
Testament
it was
to your
like,
love, man.
man, I was willing to do that. No, I'm just playing. I was super nervous, but like her parents are dope. They're super cool. Her mom's like a retired teacher, and her dad's like a photographer. He's really good. So yeah, it was nervous though.
Was it like a dinner situation?
Yeah.
You planned it. There's travel involved.
Yeah, it was like a dinner. Came over.
So this was a like meet Tim dinner.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was like, because her oldest brother and his wife and their kids also live out there too. So I met all of them. We went. I actually remember we went, and I remember what I wore as well. I wore a black polo shirt, like a black polo
red
shirt.
Pants and white and Air Force Ones.
Exactly. But we went to the park and we played. What's the game where you have the mallet and you're hitting the balls through the?
Tim, that's very white.
It is, and that's why I don't remember. It's not. Is it croquet?
Cricket or polo or something like that.
No, cricket. I think you're on a horse for cricket.
You're like,
I'm about to Google this. Is it croquet? Is that how you spell crow?
You were crocheting like the sewing.
Yes, we played croquet, where you like hit with the mallet and
I
you're
never
trying
played
to
that
score.
in my life.
Here, I'm gonna show you pictures.
I saw a dude riding around on a bike playing that.
I've never played it in my life as well,
good?
but I wasn't bad. I didn't come in last.
It's kind of like
all
playing
the time.
pool with the hammer.
Yeah, it's like pool with the hammer. You're trying to get them through loops, but then if somebody hits you at a certain point, like you're out.
Were you good?
I wasn't as good as her family.
That was their qualifier for you.
I wasn't as good as her
if you scored at
family.
least 3, then they're like, all right, he can stay.
But I think it scored at least 3, if that's how scoring ever works in that game.
I'm telling you, that's how it works. You must.
But yeah, it was a cool experience. It was dope though. They're super chill.
Okay, back to the. How do you say it? Croquet.
Croquet.
So
spelled with the Q, just so
really?
people know. Yeah.
Oh, CROQUET.
Yeah, exactly.
Croquet is after dinner. Like, how does it? That sounds like so just like high class and formal to me. Is it dinner and then tea and then croquet?
No. So croquet was in the afternoon at a park right by her house.
Before dinner.
Yes, it was before dinner. I think we might have had like lunch, maybe like sandwiches or something.
This was an all-day thing.
It was an all-day event.
I thought this was dinner.
No. It was an all-day event. Like we got out there at like maybe like 12 or something.
Oh wow.
And then we had like lunch, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and then went to the park and played some croquet. You know, a little bit of croquet. And then
I wish I could do accents.
You know, my accent's not really good, but I think it is. You know,
I think that's great.
I'm not really sure.
I have to do tricks to do it. Here's 2 tricks, real quick. Here's 2 accent tricks. Beer can. If you say the words beer can
and
in
like
a British accent,
sounds like bacon.
sounds like bacon in a
Jamaican accent.
Beer can.
Beer can.
Which it's very true.
It's like some beer
And
can.
then if you want to say the word razor blades in an Australian accent, you say rise up lights all together. Rise up lights.
Rise up lights. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Anyway, you're really
Rise
good
up
at
lights.
accents.
I'm all right. But yeah, so yeah, lunch, croquet, chilled at the house, hung out. You know, I tried to play with the nieces and nephews, but I was new, so like they were filling me out. It's funny.
That's always a tender moment.
Annika, the youngest one, like little girl, and like 2 at this point, like barely walking. She gave me one of the dirtiest looks ever. Like she didn't know who I was, and I was like, hi. She looked at me like just like, and then just walked away. And I was like, did you see that? Did anyone see that?
Did anyone see?
Anyone see that? Emily saw it. It's like one of the dirtiest looks I've ever received from someone under 3 years old.
That's funny. I was gonna say she did it so that no one would see it.
Yeah, she made sure. Like we've been hanging out all day, and then finally, like an hour before I left, she's like, and I was like,
You still ain't in, brother.
Oh dang. But now she asks about me, so that's reassuring. She's like, "Where's Tim?"
I think that's
like,
how
cool,
it is. I
cool,
think the
good.
bully wants to be your friend, and I think that girl who
She
always
was
punched
testing
you
me.
and hated you really liked you.
She was
up.
testing me to see like, all right, is this guy legit? And I came back, so she didn't scare me away. So we're good now. We're like best friends. So
It's like Holga and Arnold from Hey Arnold.
exactly. Oh man, that's my favorite cartoon right there. Anyway.
That sounds like a great meeting. If the only thing that caused your nervousness was Onyx's look during that entire day, then that's a great day.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a good first meeting of a family.
Yeah, man. So it was good, but you know,
I would hope that all first meeting, whether it's interracial or not, I would hope meeting the family is. But I know there's some horror stories out there, so please in the comments,
it's such a
please write it down there.
nerve-wracking thing for people.
Yeah.
You know, meeting another person's family.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Like, what if they don't like you? If they don't accept you?
And here's the thing, dude. it's impossible to meet everybody's family, or at least for all of your family to meet their family. So a lot of times it happens at the wedding.
No, it's true.
That's when the families meet or whatever. So that'll be really funny.
Unless you like black and you invite them to like one of the cookouts and they meet all the family. It's like
5th, 6th, and 7th cousins.
Right. It's like, oh shoot, you just met everybody. You know.
We should just do a cookout for my wedding.
Hey.
Damn near it is.
Your wedding's already gonna be pretty, phenomenal. I can't wait.
I just realized that, like, hearing you say that though, like the wedding is a lot of time the family meets each other, especially the family,
Yeah, you're gonna have some family who hasn't.
Family.
You're gonna have some family who haven't met yet.
Yeah, well, at least
on
her
Amanda's
family.
side?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like my Aunt Hilda has no idea who her aunt, or her mommy Madi is. You know what I mean? So like, that'll be fun.
Man,
Funny, it'll be a lot of my family is a lot of tall
Super
black
tall.
folks and average. You know what I mean? So it'll be funny.
those pictures are gonna be great.
I tell you
The
that.
photographer needs to really work on his angles.
You're
though.
right, yeah. I tell you, Dance in the Name of Love is going to be a hilarious photo op.
I can't wait.
The electric slide is going to be a great.
Let you slide. Tastes like candy. Oh man, I can't wait.
Candy.
Dum, 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 dum. Watermelon, chocolate. No, go. He starts naming off candies, bro. That's hilarious.
The way he does that reminds me in that Petey Pablo song Freak League when he starts naming girls' names. Tanisha, Lakeisha,
LaShawn, Freak League.
Water, that's where he got it from. Watermelon,
Yep.
cherry. He starts naming obscure fruits, passion fruit, jackfruit, kumquat, guava.
Guava, mango, Freak League. Oh man. Oh wait. Okay. So question. Are you, for your reception, are you just having your best man and maid of honor do speeches, or are you doing like the thing where people can come up and like do speeches and toast and things?
We probably will allocate some of that time for the free speech. This wedding planning thing we have this Sunday is a literal 5-minute play-by-play of the entire day.
Oh, okay.
Where we have to figure out, how much of that, who to keep away from the mic, So I think we will do that because I feel so many people want to talk and say things. The problem is it always goes long.
Yes.
But formally, it's both parents get to talk.
Yep.
Best man, maid of honor.
Yep.
That's what you call it, maid of honor, right?
Yeah, maid of honor, best man. Yes.
Those for sure. And then we probably will allocate some other time. Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know if I need to get ready to speak.
I mean, I think when you open the floodgates, I've never seen anything in the middle. I've either seen it where the line wraps around, or it's just crickets. Nobody want to give a speech. Nobody.
Y'all ain't got nothing to say nothing nice to say about us? Really?
I played at this funeral not too long ago, and they opened it up to the floor, and it was crickets. Nobody wanted to get up there. It was awkward.
Funerals, that's hard.
She's like, nobody wants to say anything? All right, cool. Never mind, I did that. Never mind, I brought that up.
My bad.
That'll be the last thing you remember about this funeral.
Awkward.
Yeah. Then I've seen ones where the people wrap around the whole church trying to
say something.
Yeah, so I feel like it'll be either or for us. Most likely to be a lot of people trying to. So you need to get a running start. So I'm just say like.
All right.
Like,
if I'm gonna do it, be there. Be ready.
Yeah. I'll just hand you the mic.
Anybody want to? I'm ready. I'm ready. Tim's ready.
Give that to Tim. We do a podcast.
We do a podcast. Yeah, I'm actually recording that right now. Dude, so we gotta talk about this. I mean, and then we're about to wrap up soon.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about. Do you want the podcast to be a part of your wedding? Like, we need a.
I think so.
Oh.
I think that'd be sick.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is for. Is
about.
To just share genuine moments with people who might also experience these moments soon.
You know, some people who have been listening to the podcast have reached out to me and I'm like, yeah, Eugene's wedding, like the tacos, the Popeyes, the In-N-Out truck. Oh my gosh. Like, what?
I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be a big party. And I was pitching this to the production coordinator for the TV show the other day, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a party. Popeyes, In-N-Out truck. We're gonna walk to the bars afterwards and get turned. She's like, wow, that's really cool. And I was like, thanks. And we're doing a donut wall. We don't want those cakes.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about the donut wall.
Yeah, but I want like you need to just walk around with this microphone at some point.
Yeah.
And make sure to grab me in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, I got you.
I just realized you guys don't have to travel. I've been talking to people and they're like, yeah, I just bought my tickets and all that stuff. So like it's becoming real for our guest count because people are like, here's the confirmation, blah, blah, blah. Talking to you, I see you every week, so it's not like you have to travel to be there.
I'm jumping on the freeway.
Right.
I mean, jumping on the freeway. Sunday, hopefully, it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, there's there's people that I hate to say it this way, and I don't mean this to be. Just know that I hate to say it this way, but there's people, more on the fringe. Maybe they don't know your fiance as well as you know them or whatever. There's people you can't necessarily invite.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting to get some no's back, which means we can start to invite more people who are local.
Dude, that's what I'm banking on because there's
that's
so
what
many.
Amanda's doing.
I'm banking on it because there's so many friends that I want to invite that I just feasibly can't because there's just too many of them.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm hoping that some people say no, so I can invite more of my friends, and some of more of her friends as well.
Right. To be honest, I don't want to put my fiance on blast, but for I don't know. She's probably joking, but at one point she's like, "Yeah, I need more people to say no so they can send money."
That's true. Like, I can't make it, but here's some. Oh,
so
yeah.
you can either get some money, or you can invite more people. Who are
I
local.
should invite more people who I know can't make it. Like, hey, I know you're across the world and you probably can't make it.
I know you on that trip in Iceland, man, or you started that new. I got a buddy just started he's been an accountant, but he just started a new wing of his career in Switzerland, and he can't make it. But yeah, invite everybody.
Give him an invitation.
Yeah.
You got a new job, man. I know you can't make it, but you're getting paid now, right?
That reminds me, I'm gonna go throw some things on the registry.
Oh
when
yeah.
I get home. I need a new coffee table. We have one, yeah.
You have a registry?
Yeah.
What are some of the spots you're registered at?
It's Crate and Barrel.
Oh,
Straight Crate and
that's
Barrel.
nice.
Yeah.
Crate and Barrel, you're
Crate
fancy.
and Barrel is really nice.
It's really nice. I walk in that store, I'm like, ooh.
I tell you, she put some marble slabs on there. I don't know what we use them for. Maybe we might put cheese on them. I don't know, but
I'm not gonna lie. I need to get on that registry quick and pick out something that I can
Amazon
afford.
has a registry. And Amazon is the
smart.
future, dude. Like there's virtual stores now. There's also Amazon pop-ups where you can walk in and just with your phone grab cheese, whatever, and just leave.
This just
Amazon's
in.
the future.
Newest sponsor, Amazon.
Amazon, please, baby.
Amazon, please, baby. Get at your boys.
Amazon has a registry though, so consider that.
Oh, that's awesome.
What was I
I
saying?
think I'm gonna do Amazon and Target. But yeah, go ahead.
I forgot. I'm getting to the age where like if I don't say it, it's gone.
It's gone.
Like, what is it about your brain cells the older you get?
I don't know, but notes on my phone is my best friend. Like, I just type everything down.
I don't do that, and I need to.
Yeah, see, that's why I did it with Emily, because I knew I would forget most of the important stuff.
I remember that was the first romantic thing you said on this podcast. I remember the moment you said that, and I was like, God dang it.
Yeah.
I lost today.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
No, my wife can't hear this episode. But yeah, my brain cells don't regenerate, I don't know, as fast as they used to. And my body doesn't heal as fast either.
Yeah.
Speaking of injuries, quick tangent. You saw that Boston injury last? Did you see the injury?
So I didn't watch it live, but like my group text and like people were texting me like, yo, it's nasty, it's bad.
It is. I can't find a better word. It's gruesome.
I finally watched it this morning. I didn't want to watch it. Honestly, I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm glad I missed it. But I saw it on my ESPN app this morning, and I watched it. Bro, his leg is facing one way, and his foot is facing the other way. Sorry for our listeners who might be, not, strong stomachs right now. But his foot went one way, and his leg went the other way, and it's just like, and it stayed that way.
I think that's career ending, because his foot's not on his leg, dude. You can't come back from that.
Paul George has had some injuries like that. Sean Livingston has had some injuries.
Paul George had injury where
Sean Livingston, he broke his leg pretty badly. Yeah. And Sean Livingston did it a while ago.
I don't know, I guess
he's definitely done for the season.
Sean's was higher up in his leg, wasn't it?
Sean's was, his knee, but Paul George was like a little lower.
I'm an idiot, but I feel like a knee is easier to come back from.
I don't know.
His foot is not on his.
Speaking of out the game, he got, man.
He's literally out.
He's literally out of the game. Like, his leg is done. He is out of the game for good. He's our spokesperson now.
Oh my God.
Gordon Hayward out the game.
Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up.
No, it's all right. It's okay.
I saw that.
And on that note, I think we're good. Oh man.
I'll leave you with that. Hey, dude, it's always a pleasure talking with you, and thanks for being my brother.
Bro, I appreciate you, man. You're the best. Give it to me.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Hey, you guys subscribe, share with people if you liked it. Comment below on awkward stories when you met people's families or your own experience with interracial dating. Were our stats off? Comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff.
Follow us on social media as well.
Yeah, follow us at picture_Tim.
Yep, and at Genie_Ds. Yep.
We love getting the feedback like that. Tim talked to somebody and then sent me the text of the feedback, and it just made my week last time.
Shouts out to Bailey Schertzing, she's amazing.
Shout out. A lot of times as creatives, sometimes you just need to create and share with the world. And if you think that thing you created is validating, that is fulfilling to your soul.
So true. True.
This is catharsis for us to just talk, but then to share it with people and they find value in it. That's that's really meaningful.
And I can't wait to start to get some of our listeners on here and get their perspectives and their experiences of being in and out of the game as well.
You know, let's set that up for the next one.
I got some people who are already reaching out.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, brother.
All right, man.
Love you, man.
Love you.
All right.
Everybody
Peace.
take it easy.